So you know what's wild? Living with chronic pain is literally nothing like what you see on TV. And today I'm spilling all the weird, unexpected stuff they never mention. Okay, let's get into it. Thing number one that nobody tells you about chronic pain. You become a weather predictor. I'm not even joking. I can tell you it's going to rain 3 days before the meteorologist knows. My body is basically a human barometer at this point. People are out here checking their weather apps, and I'm like, yeah, my left arm says thunderstorm on Thursday, and I'm usually right. It's the worst superpower ever. Thing number two, you will become so good at making excuses. Like, I'm talking expert level. Sorry, can't make it. My goldfish has anxiety. My grandma needs me to reorganize her spice rack. Mercury is in retrograde. Because saying, I'm in too much pain, gets old, and people get weird about it. So you become this creative genius of excuse making. Honestly, I could write a book. Actually, scratch that. Sitting that long would hurt. Number three, and this one's bizarre, you develop relationships with ice packs, like emotional attachments. I have a favorite ice pack. His name is Gerald. Gerald has been with me through thick and thin. Gerald knows things about me that my therapist doesn't. When Gerald gets a hole in him, genuine grief. I'm out here mourning in an ice pack like it's a childhood pet. Thing four, your search history becomes unhinged, and I mean truly unhinged. Can you die from too much pain? Why does my skin hate me? Is spontaneous combustion real? Because that's what this feels like. Can you sue your own nervous system? The FBI agent assigned to my phone is probably so concerned. Sir, I promise I'm fine. Well, not fine, but you know what I mean. Thing five, you become a professional appointment scheduler. You know what I did last Tuesday? Doctor's appointment, Wednesday, physical therapy, Thursday, another specialist, Friday, follow-up. My calendar looks like a medical residence rotation schedule. I have a color coding system, multiple reminder alarms. I'm more organized than a Fortune 500 CEO, except instead of board meetings, it's just trying to convince my body to function. Thing number six. This one's actually important. You learn who your real friends are. Fast. And I mean fast, fast. Some people disappear when they realize this isn't a 2-week flu situation. But the ones who stay, the ones who don't make you feel guilty for canceling plans, those are your people. Quality over quantity becomes very real, very quickly. Number seven, you become fluent in a whole new language. Medical jargon. I can pronounce terms that would make a nursing student sweat. I casually drop words like neuropathic and sympathetic nervous system dysfunction at dinner parties. People think I went to med school. Nope, just Googled my symptoms at 3 a.m. for 4 years straight. Thing eight, your pain tolerance becomes absolutely ridiculous for everything except your actual chronic pain condition. Stub toe, whatever. Paper cut, child's play. But the thing your body decided to specialize in hurting, that'll take you out. It's like my body said, you know what? We're going to be immune to normal pain, but extremely sensitive to this one specific thing. Thanks, body. Really appreciate the specificity. Number nine, you develop a whole new relationship with temperature. And I don't mean you prefer warm or cold weather. I mean temperature becomes your nemesis. Too hot? Pain. Too cold? Pain. Just right? Still pain, but like slightly less offensive pain. You're out here being Goldilocks about everything. This shower's too hot. This room is too cold. This breeze is too breezy. Thing 10. People will try to fix you. Oh, they will try. Have you tried yoga? Yes, Karen, I've tried yoga. What about cutting out gluten? My pain isn't caused by bread, Sharon. My cousin's friend's sister had pain, and she just thought positive thoughts. Cool story, please stop talking. The unsolicited advice becomes constant. Everyone suddenly has a miracle cure, turmeric, essential oils, standing on one leg during a full moon, crystal healing. And look, I'm not knocking anyone's methods, but maybe, if it were that simple, I would have figured it out by now. Number 11. Your tolerance for it could be worse drops to absolute zero. Because yes, technically, it could always be worse. But also, it could be better, a lot better, like significantly better. And telling someone in chronic pain that it could be worse is like telling someone who's drowning that at least they're not on fire. Technically true, still not helpful. Thing 12. You become a master of the pain face. You know the one. Where you're absolutely dying inside, but your face is like, I'm fine, everything's fine. Ha ha ha. You perfect this smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes. You become an actor. You deserve an Oscar for the performance of person who is totally okay right now. Number 13. Time becomes weird. A good day feels like 5 minutes. A bad pain day feels like 17 years. You experience time dilation like you're in a Christopher Nolan movie, except it's not cool and there's no soundtrack. Just you trying to figure out if it's been 2 hours or 20 minutes since you last checked the clock. Thing 14. You develop very specific opinions about furniture. This chair? Enemy. That couch? Acceptable. This car seat? Designed by someone who hates humanity. You rate places based on how long you can exist there before your body stages a protest. Great restaurant, terrible seating, 6 out of 10 would suffer again for those tacos. Number 15. Your sleep schedule becomes absolutely nonsense. You're tired all day, then 2 a.m. hits and suddenly you're wired. Not because you want to be, but because pain said, you know what? Let's have a party right now. So you're up Googling random facts about jellyfish because what else are you going to do? Fight your nervous system? We all know who wins that battle. Thing 16. You become weirdly competitive about pain. Someone says they have a headache and part of you is like, that's cute. Someone complains about being sore after the gym and you're like, that's adorable. Welcome to my every single day. You're not trying to play Pain Olympics, but also you're definitely winning if it was a sport, which it shouldn't be. But if it was, gold medal. Number 17, you will have at least one full breakdown in a medical office. Not if, when. Could be the waiting room, could be during the appointment, could be at the checkout desk, but it's happening. And that's okay. You're human. You're dealing with something that's invisible and exhausting, and nobody gives you a manual for this. Thing 18, you learn to celebrate the smallest wins. Took a shower, victory, got the mail, champion. Made it through a social event, superhero. Your definition of success completely changes. And honestly, it's kind of beautiful. You appreciate things other people take for granted. Number 19, your sense of humor becomes dark, like real dark. You make jokes about your pain that make people uncomfortable. Yeah, my arm feels like it's on fire, but like metaphorically, actually no, it literally feels like fire. You laugh about things that probably shouldn't be funny because if you don't laugh, you'll cry, and crying makes your face hurt. And finally, thing number 20, you're stronger than you ever thought possible. Not in a cheesy motivational poster way, but in a real way. You wake up every single day and deal with something that would break most people, and you keep going. You adapt. You survive. You find joy in the mess of it all. So yeah, those are 20 things nobody tells you about living with chronic pain. If you're dealing with this too, drop a comment and let me know what I missed because I know there's more. And if you're new here and you learned something, that's what we do on this channel. We talk about the real, weird, sometimes funny reality of living with conditions like CRPS. Hit subscribe if you want more honest content about chronic illness. And remember, you're not alone in this. Even when it feels like you are. I'll see you in the next one.